What's up, everyone? Welcome to this day in Philly sports history for July 31st, 2023. I'm your host, Jim Montgomery, coming at you back from the Orland studio. I think, let me know for sure, you guys be the judge, but I think I figured out the sound for after I travel, and I think we're back where it should be, minus Baba Booey. I kind of took a couple notes and laid out a diagram before I left and was able to set the mic up the same way. So let me know if the sound is where it should be. And it's good because we're all getting ready to broadcast again from a hotel room on Sunday, taking the kids down to Baltimore. Way more traveling this summer than I expected. But thanks to Marriott Bonvoy, they're giving us free rooms, and all I have to do is pay my bills. And that is not a promo. That is not an ad. I did not get paid to say that. It's just something we do. We accumulate the points from paying our bills, and then we go get free hotel rooms wherever we can. However, if anybody out there from Marriott Bonvoy is listening, I am open for having a little bit of discussion. So be sure to get in touch with me. Or if you work for Marriott Bonvoy and want to hook a brother up, let me know. But yeah, that's not a paid ad, but I'm not opposed to it. Anyway, we're going to go out a little bit out of order today because of the Philly Sports Most Lovable Loser Tournament. Our finals are set, and yesterday it was kind of surprising. Did not expect it to go this way, but the 2000-2001 Sixers shut out the 2022 Phillies. 100% of the vote went to the 2000-2001 Sixers. So they are moving on, and our final matchup is set today for the title of Philly Sports Most Lovable Loser. The 2022 Eagles are taking on the 2000-2001 Sixers. What a matchup of two teams that honestly just took different ways to get there. You have the 2022 Eagles, who were the favorite in the Super Bowl at one point last year, should have won, dominated the entire season, and just kind of fell short. A couple plays this way or that way. Don't want to get into it and spoil it, but Jonathan Gannon, I hope you get sunburn out there in the desert. But they basically dominated the whole Eagles side of the bracket, and even the Final Four. They averaged 86% of the vote. So obviously they are one of your favorite all-time, almost getting there teams. The 2000-2001 Sixers are one of the most beloved teams ever. Probably just the most I've never seen, with the exception of like the 2008 Phillies and a couple the 2017 Super Bowl run, never saw the city and the region come together like I did for this 2000-2001 Sixers team. Got some comments throughout the tournament about them being ranked only the third seed, but I think going into the tournament they had to be one of the favorites. They rolled through the Sixers region, and obviously yesterday in the Final Four, averaging 93% of the vote. So we have, hands down, the two most favorite teams throughout the month of July, throughout the tournament, are playing each other today. I don't necessarily need to go in and break this down too much, because you guys know everything that happened with last year's Super Bowl team as we're getting ready for this year's football season. Everybody loved Iverson and that whole crew. And I mean, again, short of the 2008 World Series and the Super Bowl 52, I've never seen a celebration like I did when the Sixers beat the Lakers on that first game of the NBA Finals. So this is one hell of a matchup. So let me know. Get your vote in. Is it the 2022 Eagles or the 2000-2001 Sixers? Who is Philly Sports' most lovable loser? And I guess maybe I should get a trophy or something for it. But let me know. This is where it's your time to shine. The votes have gradually been going up, so get that vote in. Send me a text message, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever. It's the 2022 Eagles taking on the 2000-2001 Sixers. All right, back to our originally scheduled episode. But quick housekeeping. Back to the Future. I posted last week before I left for Pittsburgh and Cleveland. Be sure to check that out. Went through a list of the most over and underrated things in Philly sports. Speaking of that, one of the hot topics that I've gotten the most feedback about, they're released today. The Kelly Green Eagles jerseys are released today. There's people down there tailgating, which just goes to show you that Eagles fans are just built different. But be sure to check out Back to the Future to get my take on the Kelly Green. And I will preface it with this. I'm not saying I don't like them. And I will be buying one. I'm just saying, and you have to listen in order to get what I feel about them. But jerseys released today, 9 o'clock. I tried to get a early window on going to PhiladelphiaEagles.com, the pro shop, but they did not have the jerseys released. But, yeah, I mean, there was people down there. I saw on couple of the people I follow, like E-Rock was like, he said he got down there at like 3:30 and the line was like wrapped around the building. People were tailgating. I saw Jello shots, beer bongs. Like it's crazy just to buy jerseys. So again, anytime anybody tells you, oh, Eagles, no, Eagles fans just are built different. The big question I did see yesterday was when will they wear them? And I think the way it's set up, and I could be wrong, they have a limited amount of times they're able to wear those jerseys, and I forget whether it's just once or maybe twice they can wear them. But I think that pretty much takes the black jerseys out of play for next year because I think you're only allowed to wear your home, away, and one alternate. And I guess the Kelly Green will be their alternate. And again, I don't know. The NFL has some quirky rules with jerseys, but I really think probably you'd have to wear them against an NFC East team. Christmas against the Giants would be perfect, but I mean, I don't know whether from a marketing standpoint whether they'd want to wear them beforehand, and that way you could get the lead up to Christmas and people would buy them. The other option would be November 5th versus Dallas, but we'll see. I mean, I know there's some people out there who will say, let's wear them every day. But I'm anxious to see. I'm sure they're going to smash sales records today. And then I don't think maybe they'll wait and announce it. I don't know. But I'm my personal opinion, it has to be the Giants or Cowboys. And I mean, that Christmas Day game against the Giants would be the perfect time to wear the jerseys. But training camp update, James Bradbury, Quez Watkins, and DeAndre Swift all looked good at camp yesterday from what everyone is saying. So it should be, I mean, they're set up to be such a good team this year. And that's what scares me. And I know we talk a lot about the old Philly versus new Philly, but they're just set up to be good. I mean, it's just, they theoretically, like if these dudes from Georgia that they have kind of that so far in camp they could be better than last year's lovable loser team. Like the 2023 Eagles could actually be a winning team. It could be up there with some of the greatest. So and we're only a week into training camp, I know, but I'm starting to get pumped. Speaking of getting pumped, they have a ton of Kelly Green t-shirts on PhillyGoat.com. If you're not able to be down there and tailgate, if you are not able to pay $150 or whatever it is for a jersey right now, check out PhillyGoat.com. They have a ton of hoodies, t-shirts, Kelly Green with the old school lettering. Go check them out. Back to school shopping. If you don't like Kelly Green or you want to get Sixers and Phillies and things like that too, they have it. Go to PhillyGoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery for 10% off of your order. They have some pretty cool. I saw Hugh Douglas wearing it on Philly Goat's Twitter account and the website. But they have the Kelly Green hoodie that just says "Fly" in the old school Eagles lettering, and we'll be adding that to my collection. But go to PhillyGoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery for 10% off of your order. And what a shitty weekend for the Phillies. And there's no other way to put it. They got walked off 6-4 yesterday in 10 innings. Just bad fundamental baseball. Base running has been a thorn in this team's side all year. They're leaving runners in scoring position, runners on base. Not really sure what happened with Sanchez yesterday. He had 5 no-hit innings. He was sick? I don't know. It was bad, and I wonder, and nobody's really talking about this, but when is it time that we start questioning Rob Thompson's ability to be the manager? I mean, granted, these guys are $1 million players and blah, 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 but that's like fundamental stuff. That's like day one Little League stuff. Like my son who played coach pitch learned to run the bases and when to go, listen to your coaches, when not to do this, how to call off the fielders and not let balls drop. Like it's just silly Little League mistakes, and it's been consistent throughout the year. And I don't know if trading and bringing somebody in is going to change that. Like, is that the manager? Is that coaching? Is it just, I don't know what it is. Like, you guys tell me. Like, it's just bad fundamental baseball. And, like, the thing is, they're still one of the better teams, and they have a good record. Like, it blows my mind that they could probably be within 4 games of the Braves. Like, how many games this year have we talked about the stupid Little League inning where they had the blow-up 8-run inning or whatever it was? How many times have we talked about poor defense? How many times have we talked about shitty base running? Like, come on. Like, and if they were a bad team, I could totally accept that. But they're right there in the thick of the wild card race, and I forget the exact number now. They're behind the break. They could be within 5 games of the division if they would just play smart baseball. I don't know. But if you do want more Phillies coverage, go check out our friends at 2008 Phils. They have the world's largest Phillies email newsletter. Tons of great content there. And for a limited time, we're offering a 75% off subscription to 2008 Phils. Check out the link in the description below. That is specifically for this day in Philly sports history listeners. Check it out. You get access to their full complement of articles and news, the archives, everything they have. You get that awesome 2008 championship banner t-shirt. 2008 Phils will follow your Twitter account, which I said is there's a ton of, opens you up to a whole network of people. And access to the giveaways, autographs, tickets. I told you the other day about the 1980 powder blue shirt, which was phenomenal. And it's all for $2 a month, $20 for the full year. Check them out. I mean, it's worth it just for the content alone. Like, it's so good. I'm sure they're going to have something to say about this weekend series against Pittsburgh. Be sure to check out that link in the description for your 75% off subscription. And for a limited time, and today's your last day to subscribe and like this podcast and leave a comment. And what I'll do is I'm giving away 3 1-month subscriptions to 2008 Phils. I'll be pulling that tomorrow or later tonight. So hopefully I can announce it tomorrow. But be sure to just subscribe, leave a comment, and be entered for a drawing for one of those free 1-month subscriptions. All right, today we're going to go back to 2009, and on this day in 2009, the Phillies beat the Giants 5-1. Jason Worth went 2 for 5 with a homer and 3 RBI, but the big news was this was Cliff Lee's long-awaited debut for the Phils. They were talking about it and talking about it, and they finally made the trade. That was a year that Hamels was sort of shaky after the World Series. So they made the trade with Cleveland for Jason Knapp, Carlos Carrasco, Jason Donald, and Lou Marson. In his debut, what did Cliff Lee do? Well, he only went 9 innings, pitched a complete game, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 Ks on just 109 pitches. Just incredible. And he wasn't done. He went 2 for 4 at the plate, had a double, scored a run. We all know unfortunately, how 2009 played out. They ended up trading him away after that season, after he was so good in the postseason. Then they ended up bringing him back in 2010, but never really got back to the hype that it was in 2009 when they finally brought Cliff Lee in. Who are they bringing in this year? Will he have the impact that Cliff Lee did? He was one of those guys that came in and just was beloved from the start. I mean, obviously going 9 innings and going 2 for 4 at the plate in your first game with the team will do that. But on this day, it was the Phillies beating the Giants 5-1 in Cliff Lee's debut. Cliff went the distance, got the win, ultimately led them to the World Series against the Yankees. He won their only home game for them against the Yankees at Citizens Bank Park, a game that I happened to be in with the foul pole right in front of my face, so I watched the game like this or like this. But Cliff Lee, one of the most beloved trade deadline targets. Who will the Phillies? I have a feeling today, because the trade deadline's tomorrow, I have a feeling today is the day they're going to make a move. There's a lot of rumors out there, so we will keep you posted on that. Go check out our friends at 2008 Phils. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe for a chance for the free 1-month subscription. Go to phillygoat.com, get your Kelly Green t-shirts or hoodies or hats or all of them. But Phils have a big series this week against Miami. This is going a long way and starting to separate some of those teams in the wild card mix. If you're down there listening, waiting for your Kelly Green for the pro shop to open at 9, spread the word, pass your earbud around, give it to somebody else. Let's get this thing growing. This has been This Day in Philly Sports History. I'm Jim Montgomery. Go have yourselves a Monday, and until next time, I'll see you when I see you.